Hello, hello, welcome back again, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me on another session of Bedtime with Bert. We got a wonderful 10 minutes of tranquility. So, relax, lay on down, calm your mind, calm your breath, let all the worries go. And just be here, be present. Focus on your breath, good old rise and fall, and just take it all in. One breath at a time. Just slowly and gently move your extremities. And then find yourself to the edge of the bed. Doesn't matter which side, but let one leg hang off. And the same side, you're going to take that hand and kind of do like a snow angel. What that'll do is open out your chest, your delt, your bicep. It's also going to open out your hip flexor, lower back on that side. As your hand raises up and down, think of your thumb going towards your head, and then rotate where your palm is facing down and thumb towards your pocket. Shift on over to the other side, lay on down, let yourself hang off the edge of that bed, and then do the same thing here, right? Thumb facing down, rotating that thumb up, getting a nice big stretch again to your delt, your chest, your abdomen, hip flexor. Really good way of decompressing that body of yours. Yeah. Take your time. The closer you can bring your fingers to the ground, the more intense it'll become, but also the deeper the stretch. Yeah. Then from here, let's let the hips hang off to kind of open up the hip flexors and lower abdomen area. You can do some snow angels with your hands, but just let the feet dangle. Hopefully, if you're short, you shouldn't have a problem. But if you're tall, just inch yourself up a little bit, and maybe you might have to slightly bend your knees. All right. So from here, what we'll do is we're gonna kind of go into a figure four position. Essentially, this is a pigeon, but you're gonna use the bed, or you're gonna put your foot in a 90-degree angle, and you're gonna hinge forward. The standing leg, you'll bend your knee, and that allow you to go deeper into your glute on the working leg. So whatever leg is bent 90-degree angle, that's where you'll feel that glute stretch, lower back stretch. And then from here, we'll go into a split position. So let your foot kind of slide onto the mattress, onto the bed a little deeper, and then let your working supporting leg bend so that you can go deeper into that stretch. You can rock your foot in socket, so bring your toe down and roll it back. And that'll help get deeper stretch into your back of your hamstring glute area. And then we'll shift on over to the other side, same thing. You're going to go into that kind of figure four shape or a pigeon. In this case for me, this is my tighter side, so might be easier for you depending on how tight your glutes, lower back are. As you hinge forward, focus on your breath. Just calm yourself as you go into that stretch. And then we'll extend that foot out, going into that split, supporting leg, you're bending. You can go slow, you can go fast, preferably slow. See what feels good for you as you kind of rotate your foot inward and outward. Yeah, just kind of think of your body like putty, and you're just molding and shaping it on the bed. So from here, we'll find ourselves on center. And you just forward fold, getting a stretch into that lower back. And just reach again towards your happy little toes. And rock your hips a little side to side. Now I'm going to grab the bottom of my feet. If you can reach for it, if not, you can always go your ankles or your shins or your knees, depending on your flexibility. But if you do have your feet, hold on to them and then point your feet so that as your hands are holding onto those feet and you point them, you're going to get a deeper stretch into that lower back. Let your head be heavy and just let it wiggle in any direction. You can also move your hips a little bit side to side to go deeper into the stretch. Right now we're going to go to one side, let our body get a nice stretch into our lower back. You can bring the hand up and over, and then we'll go to the other side. And I like to go kind of forward and diagonal to get a deeper stretch into that lower back. We'll go to the other side, forward and diagonal, reaching for kind of between the edge of the bed and your toe. I'm going to find my way on my back and then open my feet out. So bottom of the feet together, knees open nice and wide, best as you can. And just let your hips open and relax. I let my feet move. I kind of push through my heels and point my feet. And and then glide them back, just kind of in socket, working and kind of softening the muscle of my legs. Yeah, hands and feet are kind of shaking and moving. You just do what feels natural here. Little wrist rotation, articulation of the wrist, forearm area. And now we're going to find our knees on the bed. Open your fingers nice and wide, palms down. So you can see I'm really sprawling my fingers, and I'm shifting my weight forward with the flexion of my wrist. That's going to really stretch your forearms, loosen up that tension, both the top and bottom of your forearms, even your palms of your hand. You'll go in one direction and then go in the other direction. This time I'm going to turn my fingers facing me, and I will open my fingers nice and wide and then sit back into my hips. Same thing, gentle movement, circular, or do what feels right for you. This will also now feel that deep stretching to your forearm area. It's very intense, so you have to just take it fairly easy. You don't have to go too crazy. I'll bring one foot forward, take a nice opening hip flexor. If you want to come down to your forearms, you can. Do what feels good for you, of course. And then I go into a nice split where I keep the back leg bent. Now, if you want to go full splits, you can. Do what feels good for you. I used to be able to do the splits on the ground. Now, this works just fine for me in the bed. Gives me that range of motion and flexibility that I need. Yeah, kind of an assistance and helps me out a little bit more forgiving. So we'll switch to the other side, opening up that hip, and then eventually you're going to extend your foot and slide right into your splits. Or any variation, yeah, even if you just stay upright and just lean forward with that foot flex, you'll get the stretch on the back of the hamstring, which is kind of the emphasis and focus of this stretch. From here, we'll lie which way? Right on center. And from here, we're going to just wiggle the body a little bit more. I also then start going into kind of some pelvic tilts. So massaging my lower back. Think of gently pushing to your heels and rolling through your vertebrae one at a time. And then you can go into kind of like clockwork circular motion, go counterclockwise and clockwise. And that kind of helps with the pelvic floor area as you rotate in small little circles. Yeah? Okay, now find yourself back on center, adjust that you need to, put your hand on your head and just give a nice little stretch to your neck, to your platysma area, and then we'll do the other side. Hand reaches on top of the ear, big stretch, and just kind of rotate. Gentle pressure, yeah? You might notice you might be tense on one side of your neck versus the other. From here, as we lay there, do any kind of movement or shakes that you need for your body. Snuggle yourself deep into your bed, and then from here, have just a little bit of fun. Yeah, so we'll start moving in kind of asymmetrical patterns, kind of like if when you first wake up out of bed and you're kind of like, oh man, I don't know, I'm just slowly getting up, I just need to move my body. Maybe I move a little here and I move a little there, and more here, more there. Do what feels right for you, of course. And now I'm going to let part of my body kind of hang off. You can't hear it, but my spine cracked in such a wonderful way, so you get that spinal stretch. Yeah, we'll do the other side, of course. And then make yourself adjusted. And calming your mind. Going in. Just relax. Being thankful for that little moment you had for yourself. As you either begin your day, your afternoon, your evening, like a moment to thank yourself for being here, for showing up for yourself, and giving yourself a little bit of something that you need to relax. Yeah, get that tension or energy out, maybe from the workout you did before, or you have some physical activity happening for the beginning of your day or your night. Yourself up, and yeah, this is awesome. Again, thank you so much for joining me for another session of Bedtime with Bert. And don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Yeah, any suggestions, please let me know. I'd love to take any feedback. And just doing a couple more stretches before we get out of our bed. And again, thank you.